either way, you shouldn't take advantage of your own artist.
The label's an ass.
Welcome to his favorite K-pop show, DK News. David,
LALISA.
Hot ass team. First off, we have Lisa solo finally.
And second, we have Megan Thee Stallion remixing Butter, BTS's Butter, and that's an unexpected collab. And there's some drama behind the release.
Okay, and last but not least, we have the biggest scandal at the moment: Lucas and his gaslighting, money leeching, dating, relationships, scandals, and all. It's so complicated. Yeah, we'll go into the details and on to the first news. Blackpink Lisa's first solo single album will be released on September 10th.
That's really soon.
Yeah. The album name is going to be LALISA, which is the name of Lisa herself. And YG has not yet revealed the track list, including the title song, but they said, as the album name implies, you will be able to properly feel Lisa's original charm, which is different than before. Something maybe new? There's a lot of speculations on what the title song is going to be like. Anyways, Lisa aroused explosive interest from global music fans with just one coming soon poster. YG tactics as usual.
Yes.
The news of her solo debut rose to the top of Twitter's worldwide trend right after it was released on the 23rd, and the cumulative number of hits on the related hashtags on Weibo in China recorded 3.3 billion views in just one day. That's crazy.
They're just on a different level.
Yeah.
In terms of numbers.
Right. The visual concept was also unveiled on the 26th, and in the second teaser poster, Lisa exuded a unique aura with a long braided ponytail hairstyle and a red colored outfit. Gorgeous yet sophisticated, its unique strong charisma overwhelms the viewers. The single will be released at 0 o'clock Eastern Time in the US and 1 p.m. on the same day in KST. Regarding the release of the album in US Eastern Time, YG explained, "This is a strategic move aimed at the global music market, as it is the solo debut of Blackpink member Lisa, who is now established herself as a major global girl group member." And according to YG Entertainment, Lisa's LALISA physical album will be released in 3 different forms. One CD, and then a kit and LP.
So what's a kit?
I'll tell you a little later. So first of all, the CD will include an 88-page photo book.
Oh,
88 pages.
I think that's like big, but that's like, I've seen, yeah.
Okay,
such
still, that's a lot. Yeah. And then it doesn't stop there. There's going to be photo cards, Polaroids, postcards, and double-sided posters. I don't get double-sided posters though. It's like you put it on the wall.
And then you sometimes flip it if you want to change your room.
Oh, okay. Yeah. With 2 concepts of the albums, Black and Gold, Lisa participated in the album design herself, so it's a little bit more special. In particular, the special golden tickets. There are golden tickets. They will be randomly inserted only in 50 albums.
It's like Willy Wonka.
Yeah,
Charlie the Chocolate Factory.
Right. A kit album was also prepared for the accessibility of global fans, and with the kit album, you can enjoy music through smart devices like your phone or tablets. And basically, I don't know the tech behind it, but it's just like this little square. I don't know if it's NFC or whatever.
So it's a physical thing?
Yeah, it's like this little square. You just like put it next to your phone. It activates some kind of like interface, and there's like pictures, so and you can play the songs.
NFC probably.
Yeah. And then the LP for the old-fashioned people.
No, it's for the hipster. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Young people are collecting LP.
I was exactly
vinyl.
Expecting that.
I collect
triggered
vinyl. Okay.
I was
nothing.
I was fishing for that.
You know nothing.
The LP will be produced only as a limited edition. So yeah, the old-fashioned people.
No. Old people are not out there buying Blackpink.
Hey.
Okay, vinyl is for hipsters.
So Lisa, who's been attracting attention not only for her outstanding dancing and rap skills, but also for her beautiful appearance, has shown strong attraction in solo parts while being in perfect harmony with the Blackpink members before. And fans' expectations are high because she's now going to fill the stage with her own charms all by herself.
One question. What is the golden ticket for?
Nobody knows. Obviously, it's going to be something super special because there's going to be like 1 million something sales and only 50 will be having the golden ticket.
And my guess, it's going to be a concert
ticket or a fan sign or something like that.
Concert ticket.
So K-Blinks are super excited as well. On online communities, fans are speculating on what kind of concept the album will be like, and many are saying it's going to be full-on hip-hop or either super girl crush with dancing. And quoting Jisoo's spoiler, she kind of spilled some tea. Jisoo said, "It's something only Lisa can sing, something only Lisa can do." So that's a big hint, I think.
I'm very excited, actually. I think this is like the most exciting out of all the Blackpink.
Yeah, bada bing, bada boom.
Right?
Fans are surprised with the super high quality and elegance of the album package. I saw it myself, and it looks super sleek and indeed noble. And some said that the golden ticket reminds them of Willy Wonka. That was the first reactions. They had no idea what it was for, but that's a fun factor we might be looking forward to.
Okay, number one, not to be the party pooper here.
Okay.
But I don't know if this is, I guess this is YG's strategy with Blackpink. They gotta think of better, I think, more creative names for their album titles. I mean, I guess, but it's like LALISA, R, and then the album. They have the movie. Right? Like they're very straight to the point, and I guess it's like, okay, we're the album. This is the album. Right. It's some sort of like a statement. So I get it, but like, I don't know. I kind of want them to maybe stray away from that formula maybe a little bit and be a little bit more creative. Number two, I hope there's more than 2 tracks.
Oh yeah,
because last time around,
Rose,
everybody thought like, we saw her making the music in the documentary, album, so we're like, oh, we're gonna get a full produced album, like full length, but we got 2 songs. I really hope we get more than 2 songs. How many songs? Let's take a guess.
I think there's gonna be at least 4.
I'm gonna guess 3.
Okay. Since when did people start guessing songs, put out numbers like 3 and 4?
3 is a very random number. It's either 2 or 5.
It's because YG tamed us like this.
YG makes us very expect a little less.
They're just throwing us breadcrumbs here. I disagree about the album name stuff because now, since it's consistent,
it's a branding.
It's a branding, and it looks classy in my opinion. And also for LALISA in particular, LALISA's name.
That name is pretty.
Is pretty, and also it's unique. It gives it a very big effect. There's a saying in Korea, when you open a restaurant and put your name on the restaurant board, that means
it's a good restaurant.
It's a good restaurant, and you're kind of like vouching with your name.
Right. That's true.
So
that's true.
That means there's going to be a certain level of high qualityness there. And I'm looking forward to it. And on top of the album and the songs itself, one more factor I'm looking forward to, compared to the other members, are the music videos, actually, because Lisa's very well known for her amazing dance performances. Just look at
the choreo.
Look at her solo YouTube
films.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not shading on the other members. They're super talented with dancing too, but Lisa is a one of a kind. And expecting a solo music video from her, super well produced with all the capital she gets, it's going to be
amazing.
A big bang.
I'm really excited as well, and we'll probably do a reaction, an album listening party on Patreon.
We're probably gonna do it on Discord, right?
So we have a Discord, and so we're gonna have a communal listening experience, if you will, on
live
that day. So please join patreon.com/DKDKTV. It helps us a lot too. Speaking of big releases, we have Megan Thee Stallion releasing Butter Remix. Megan Thee Stallion released the Butter Remix of BTS today, actually. So as of this filming, like, we're at 9 a.m. right now. It's not out yet. This is gonna be the reaction.
Okay, let's go.
Visualize this.
It's the hot girl coach and BTS.
Oh, okay.
So smooth like the car I ride. Even your best party planner couldn't catch this vibe. Big boss and
the butter is talking.
It's not even that aggressive or anything. It's like smooth like butter.
No WAP.
Butter. Oh, okay, she's doubling.
BTS plus Megan Thee Stallion. Like very hot figures in pop. Obviously, it'll probably be number 1.
The rap itself?
Yeah.
The rap was really smooth and integrated well with the beat.
Right.
She could have made a whole song with this beat by herself. if you wanted
probably.
Yeah.
Now this track has been getting just as much attention for its legal battle as it is getting for its hype, the musicality of it. So there's a whole drama fiasco behind it. Megan Thee Stallion had to go to court with her record label. Is it 1501? I don't know how you read that.
I don't think it's going to be 1501.
Probably not. 1501 certified to get it out. So according to reports on TMZ and Variety the past week, Megan wanted to do the Butter remix to help expand her international audience, thanks to BTS's massive brand. However, her record label reportedly didn't believe that the song would be good for her career. Now, Megan stated that this is just a cover, and the real reason that the label wanted to stop the release was to force her to pay them $100,000 in order to make the track public. This was revealed in the court documents, which full public material, full public documents. In one of the emails that was used as evidence for the legal battle, it shows that Hype contacted Megan's label first. They were asking like, hey, do you want to do a collab, remix? And the intent of doing a feature swap, so they would trade features, like BTS would feature on Megan's next album or something like that, and also getting royalties, so like the streaming royalties and stuff. That's what Hype initially offered. Megan's record label responded by stating that they would only do a feature if they are paid $100,000 US.
Upfront.
So like a feature fee. BTS stated that they do not operate like that, or actually Hype stated that, and they basically said we actually don't even share the royalties with the features, but because it's you, Megan, we're letting you have the royalties. So I guess judging by Megan's court filing, the company likely then tried to get $100,000 from Megan instead. Because they couldn't get it out of a Hype. Right? Hype was
that doesn't make sense.
Hype was saying like, oh, we can't pay you $100,000. After the email was received, Megan actually went directly to record her part. And she had already finished her part and was ready to release. She just needed to get the song cleared from her label. And the label was like, oh no, we need the $100,000. Now, this isn't the only time she's raised such accusations, as last year she accused the label of blocking her from releasing new music because she wanted to renegotiate her contract. So the label's been pretty shitty all along. Ultimately, this time was no different, and Megan had to take it to court, claiming the damage of the label's actions have and will cause is unquantifiable and irreparable, and the release of new music is essential to keep my fans from being disappointed and to maintain my status as a relatively new but up-and-coming artist. Thankfully, on August 24th, the court ruled in favor of Megan Thee Stallion for now and cleared her to release new music, as well as putting a temporary restraining order against her label, which actually she already had from previous dispute. The good news doesn't stop here, actually, because armies have now started planning a $100,000 donation to Megan Thee Stallion's charity called Women on Top, which supports women in business and funds women in the education sector. So they're trying to like turn this into a very positive event. I like that.
That's good.
Now, I did see some comments saying like, oh, BTS wanted Megan Thee Stallion paid. They make sure their artists are paid. But I feel like that's a bit of a stretch, considering how actually Hype originally said we don't pay our features.
I mean, that's protocol.
That's how they operate. I think that's a bit of a stretch, but it's still like exciting, you know, to see them working with an artist that's maybe not in their usual comfort zone, I would say. Like Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, you know, like I can picture them with, I don't know, Max or Lauv. Like I feel like they have similar music. Megan Thee Stallion was pretty out there.
My opinion on this is that Megan Thee Stallion's company label is very shady. Like, they're the ones that would have accepted the deal in the first place from Hype. They're the ones that would have done the negotiation and the communication. Then before Megan recorded her part, they would have been obligated to notify her of the terms on how the deals and how the stuff is going to go. But after she did all of that stuff and then they go up to her and say we need 100K, that doesn't make sense to me.
I personally think, like, just judging from the exchange emails, I think the situation was that Megan Thee Stallion, she has to strike while the iron is hot, right? Like Butter was released months ago, so she needed to get that verse out as fast as possible and get it okayed by not only the label but also Hybe as well. So I guess like this was a very fast process. But then like the label decided to be an ass, and then like so
anyways, either way you should take advantage of your own artist.
The label's an ass.
Like if you have an artist like Megan Thee Stallion who's like up and rising and she's going to be a superstar in the future, I would try to do the best for my artist. Like why would you try to exploit and cheat your artist? That doesn't make sense to me.
The irony is that I saw on Twitter on how a lot of people are saying like, oh, the American music industry is so corrupt. And then they're somehow turning this into like, oh, actually like K-pop industry is much better. Which I feel like, I don't know.
They're
like
the same.
I kind of heard a lot of stories. I don't think it's that much different, honestly. But yeah.
Every entertainment industry and
I feel like
label is corrupt.
I kind of feel like that.
But I kind of like Hybe's attitude though. Probably this might have been the first time that their negotiation deals or communications
was open to the public.
Publicly opened. And after seeing it, wow, they got confidence. They know the power of BTS and they're not being leveraged or exploited or anything. So I feel good for that. I mean, it makes super sense because as Megan thought herself, collaborating with BTS definitely does grow your global audience. Like in Asia or other countries, because no other artist is international as BTS.
Actually, I saw a lot of comments from Korean communities that saying that they found out about like Megan Thee Stallion. They were looking up Megan Thee Stallion music because she was coming out with a collab today. So and then that's how they found out. So she's definitely like, you know, growing her audience thanks to this.
Honestly, it's way better for her than BTS. Like if you try to weigh it, that's my opinion.
That's true.
Like BTS will not gain that much with doing a remix of
but
Butter
they
with
don't have to do any more work.
I know.
That's nice.
But still, like BTS is not going to gain that much, but Megan is going to get tons of armies that can listen to her music and stuff. So definitely she's in the beneficiary side. So that's my opinion.
I'm still waiting for my Tyler, the Creator and Post Malone collab.
Okay. So on to the next news. Lucas, oh, where do we start? I don't know. I had a hard time actually scripting this yesterday night because there's so much info, so much dialogue, so much exposing. I tried my best.
Oh boy.
But anyways, here we go. So NCT member Lucas acknowledged and apologized for various privacy controversies, including gaslighting, money leaching, and flower snake allegations. He announced that he would stop his planned activities and take time to reflect. Okay, so recently in an online community, a netizen claiming to be Lucas's ex-girlfriend began to draw attention, and this netizen A said Lucas is a male flower snake.
We gotta explain what flower snake is.
Gotem, yeah, please explain.
Basically a gold digger.
Yeah, it's like a con man. They kind of like lure you with their beauty and attractiveness, and then they have like sex or whatever, and then they sue you for sexual harassment or assault or stuff like that.
Or they money.
Yeah, they take advantage of you and take your money. Okay, so the person claimed that Lucas is a male flower snake and claimed that she was forced to pay all dating expenses during the dating period and was gaslighted, such as running errands for cigarettes and all. And every time he came to the hotel, he ate room service, slept, and left. Okay. She went on saying from the moment they checked out from the hotel, she lost contact and he didn't even say thank you to her. He took everything for granted and she was paying for everything. This person A disclosed the contents of her WeChat conversations with Lucas, as well as voicemail and photos allegedly sent by Lucas, and also hotel reservations as evidence. So she got some receipts there. I don't know if they're like verifiable or whatever, but a lot of fans, after reading the chats and stuff, think it's pretty credible. But now we won't go into all the details of the chat in the post because it's too long and too specific. I'll just go on with the main points. Lucas allegedly said things such as, I only read your letters, I don't read other fan letters, I see people well, you seem like a good woman, and it's my first time contacting a fan, so please keep it a secret. And plus, he confirmed that A was his girlfriend. He confirmed to her that she was his girlfriend and demanded sex even when A was having her period. Furthermore, he broke up with A, claiming that he was so busy and tired because of his Super M and wavy activities.
I mean, I don't blame him for that.
Yeah, but promised to buy a house in Korea after 5 years and live with her. Okay. That's a big promise there.
At 22 years old,
yeah,
like, that's a big.
I mean, if you're NCT, you could promise buying a house, but
I'm just saying, like, you're looking 5 years later. Such a young age
when you're breaking up.
Yeah, right. That's a big commitment.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically, I want to keep in touch with you. Maybe let's be partners, friends with benefit or whatever.
I want to marry you, girl, but things are not working out right now.
Okay. And on top of that, Lucas, when he was talking to his girlfriend, mentioned Chen, and he was like, okay, if we have a baby,
we'll be like them.
We'll definitely get married.
Okay.
Yeah. The nuance there was a little bit shady because he was like, if you have a baby, you need to marry. Like it was that kind of mindset.
Okay.
Anyways, and then when netizen A asked whether Lucas loved her, while Lucas said yes, sometimes he apparently yelled at her and got extremely furious.
For what reason?
I guess he had like a poke in conscience. It's like, stop asking me that kind of stuff. I told you I love you, and then let's just... Yeah. So anyways, after the exposing, other netizens from China claiming themselves as Lucas's ex-girlfriends as well appeared, and they further heightened the controversy, and suspicions have been raised that Lucas had been dating a Korean female fan and Chinese female fans at the same time. Who knows how many? But B, who claimed to have been with Lucas for 2 years, said, Lucas's kindness and love for fans are just a concept. I want to expose that he just thinks his fans as concubines and uses their hearts. So he like manipulates fans and gaslights them and tries to like get into bed or whatever. And after seeing the Chinese fans' revelations, netizen A continued her post saying, I didn't know he was meeting so many women until the Chinese fans exposed it. Many victims, including myself, have yet to experience the psychological pain of Lucas's words and actions. So they're traumatized and they didn't know they were being cheated on. There are so many allegations and posts that it's getting overwhelming at this point. Currently on Korean fan communities, timelines like this are even being made. There are like several timelines sorting how many people he dated, stuff like no condom and stuff like that. But anyways,
kind of unnecessary. To some point.
But they're basically summarizing the posts that are coming out. So in response, Lucas posted an apology written by himself on Instagram on the 25th, and Lucas said, I sincerely apologize to those who have been hurt by my wrong actions. If given the opportunity, I would like to express my apologies in person. And he said, looking back at the situation in the last few days, I regret my past actions and sincerely reflect my past actions were clearly wrong, and it was an irresponsible act that betrayed the support of fans that have given me support for a long time. I will make sure that this does not happen again, and I will stop all scheduled activities and take time to reflect. Finally, I would like to apologize for causing damage to our members, company staff, various partners, and broadcasting station personnel. I am truly sorry. As a result, plans to release the music video for Wei Shenfi's, Lucas, and Henry's single Jalapeno, which was scheduled to be released this afternoon actually, was also suspended. SM Entertainment, the management company, said, we apologize for causing concern over the issue of our artist Lucas's personal life. We feel responsible for the part. Once again, we deeply apologize for causing concern to many people, including fans, with his privacy issues. On the other hand, A, who wrote the initial post about Lucas, came out with an additional post reiterating, it is not enough to simply self-reflect for a few months and come back maybe in the future. She's really pissed. Meanwhile, there's no specific mentioning of Lucas leaving the group. Currently, Lucas belongs to not only NCT, but also Wavy, Lucas and Henry, and Super M. A lot of fans want him to leave. They don't want him in NCT anymore. A lot of people are saying he's done. He just ruined his own career. He's probably gonna continue his career as a solo in China or whatever. For some Korean comments and reactions, it's pretty much the same from everybody.
I mean, that's what you expect.
Yeah, most comments are saying that he's disgusting. They're shocked at how he managed to find girls during fan sign events and having multiple relationships at once. Also, there were many fans that were mad that he wrote his initial apology in Chinese only.
I mean, that's his first language.
Yeah.
Like,
afterwards, he did put out a Korean version though because of the backlash. So, yeah, so that's basically it. I tried to summarize this hard. There's way more tea in the original post or whatever. But
we'll talk about it in the after show.
Yeah, if you're interested, go look for those posts and read the dialogues and stuff.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in detail.
Yeah, so what do you think?
Lucas made some questionable decisions.
Questionable?
Okay, he made some bad decisions.
Yes.
Okay, bad decisions.
Rotten decisions.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I'm sorry. But like I'm not gonna use the excuse of he's young. I think him using his position of power.
Yeah.
Or I mean, there's like a power dynamic, you know, like he's trying to like manipulate the fans and get them into bed, according to the post. If they are correct, and judging from Lucas's apology, they probably are. Then that's not great behavior, you know, like that's pretty bad.
Not great. Why are you trying to like nullify it every time?
No, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Not in his defense. Okay, I'm not defending him. Okay, this will probably get cut.
Okay.
But the girl A who wrote the really long post, I get that she's furious. I get that she's angry. But at the end of the day, like, you know, this is a relationship between them. This is really personal matters. Like, whether he cheated or not, that's like just between them, right? It's not something that really the world needs to know, I feel, right? He is in a special situation where he's a public figure, but that doesn't mean that his personal life also needs to be public as well. I do think that he needs to take a hiatus from this, not only because he angered the fans, but I do feel like, you know, this is something that, like, you know, it's good for him to take a hiatus as well. He needs to reflect upon his actions.
It's necessary.
He's got called out, so now he'll maybe learn a lesson or two. But at the same time, whether he dated 1 or 3 or I don't know how many girls at the same time, at the end of the day, that's his relationship with those women. Yes, it's shitty behavior, but should that like be something that the public needs to know? I don't think
we should approach it in the aspect of whether the public should know it or not. It's the desperateness coming from the victims, because they're normal people and they can't reveal their own identities and stuff like that. They have to reveal those receipts and have to reveal those like detailed stuff in order for the public to listen to them. If they don't, Lucas in a way advantageous situation. Nobody's gonna believe.
Like, but why does the public need to know about this person's private life?
Because
that's
if not, they will not be able to call the police about that. They're not
calling
the
police?
No, they're not going to be able to sue him or whatever.
Why would they sue him? She just got cheated on and like got manipulated. Well, yes, but that's not.
That's a very gray line there.
She didn't get like anything like.
No, she could definitely claim it as sexual assault.
Really?
It's all on the perception of how you feel.
Really?
When you have sexual relationships, even if you're like cheated on, and you find out like this person is not sincere with you, and he was like gaslighting you, he was like, you know,
that's not sexual assault. That's just being a shitty person.
No. According to Korean law, though, I learned this when I was in military. Even if you have sex with consent initially, and afterwards, if the female feels like she was harassed or assaulted because of some kind of after factor she finds out, you could actually sue the person for that.
Okay, well,
it's all on the perception.
That's kind of a dumb law, I would say, but okay,
you were lied to.
Tell us in the comments if you think
you were lied to, and you were lured to, and you were
manipulated
to having sex. Thus, it's sexual assault. So the consent there, the premise doesn't hold up, so the consent gets nullified. Okay. As you said, I don't agree that there should have been like too many details in it, like the no condom stuff and like the period stuff or whatever. But in terms of like exposing him, I do think there should be like receipts, or there should be like records revealed in order for the public to believe these people, these victims. I mean, these people are adding that additional info to infuriate the public even more.
They know what they're doing.
Make this a bigger controversy so that they can get justice for themselves. And like those kind of things, like Lucas, there was some quote about like Lucas hating on a specific member in NCT, like saying like he kept on getting the choreo wrong. I hate him. I got so tired about that.
I mean, honestly, like that's the thing though. Like that's something that's like a personal discussion, that personal conversation that he had with his one of his relationships, right? Like he, that's a personal thing that he can say. Like he doesn't have to like every fucking member.
So I disagree in putting that kind of like additional information because it's so not relevant. But at the same time, these people know that if they include that, the fandoms are gonna get triggered.
I know.
And then it's gonna be a bigger cause. Oh my god, not only this, but this. And then it's gonna blow up.
Which is why I don't like it when it's like public, because at the end of the day, this is some sort of thing that should be resolved between the two parties.
They're never gonna get justice if it's between the two parties.
Having like a witch hunt like this and triggering the public with those kind of details, I feel like it kind of gets overboard to some point. We don't really need to go that far.
I don't think so. I think the person would have considered all kinds of measures. If I were in that situation as a victim, the person would have concluded, oh, this is the only way. And then boom. Yeah, well, I think if you're fighting a public figure that has a big-ass company and a lot of fans, I think
you want to take them down.
You need to take him down with publicity as well. So
okay, well there you go. That's Lucas. I still disagree with you, but we'll talk about it more on the after show, patreon.com/DKDKTV. I think it's gonna be a very interesting debate. And also we're revamping Patreon. Patreon is getting upgraded. We have for the $5 tiers, we have not only the after shows, but also the Girls Planet 999 watch parties where we watch the entire episode together with you guys, and it's really, really fun. And then for a new $10 tier, we're having K-drama and K-show watch parties as well, and we're actually deciding on which show to watch.
You guys get to request.
Yeah, you guys get to request.
We'll see your opinions and decide which show.
And then for the $20 tier, we have Discord, but we're revamping the community there as well, and we're gonna have like regular album listening sessions together and also a monthly console there. Oh, and for the $50 tier, you not only get that but also gifts at the end of every month with the Naked Soul postcards, which is on our Naked Soul website, nakedsoul.com. So go check it out, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye bye.